What's up, guys? Josh Berman here at the Rutledge Property Group. I'm here with my teammate Jason Nilsson. We wanted to bring you guys some content. We're going to do a little interview for you guys. We started out in real estate about a year ago, right around a year ago. Been at the Rutledge Group the whole time. We've absolutely loved it. Wanted to give you guys a little feel for kind of what we've gone through and how the process has been. What have been your takeaways kind of so far, Jason?
Um, I guess my top three are for me, I'm so thankful that I'm on a team.
Mm-hmm.
I could not have been as successful as I was in my first year without the support of a team. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's huge. One thing that I wish I would have told myself when I first started was it's okay to feel uncomfortable
Oh, yeah.
because that's when you grow. So that's something that took me a long time. And my third thing would be just the ups and downs, that those are normal.
Ebbs
And
and
it's
flows,
about
baby.
getting through those is where you're going to be the most successful.
Yeah, I don't think you could have said it any better. Starting out, real estate can be pretty brutal. I don't know how anyone would get in this industry on their own without any help. I always tell people this when they say, you've done good, like, what's going on so far? I'm always telling people, hey, I have a lot of help. I think you would agree. We have an
Hmm.
awesome team, tons of support, from the rest of our agent teammates to our transaction coordinators, everyone else involved. It's really cool to be a part of. Um, kind of getting into this interview a little bit, we wanted to tell you guys kind of what we've done so far in real estate within our team. Um, we've already touched kind of on the value that we've been brought by our team. I'd say for me personally, the big thing is all the script practice, the role play, the training that's provided daily, the coaching from people that have been in it for years. Some
Hmm.
5, some 10 years. That's something that I don't have. Right, I'm a year in. I need people around me who have been through some crazy situations.
Yeah.
Um, Outside of that, from just enjoying the team, I think the biggest thing is our culture and environment
Yeah.
is next level. Can you touch on kind of what the culture's meant to you so far, like with the Rutledge group?
Yeah, I mean, it just goes back to the basics of surrounding yourself with people that are more successful than you and that have
Mm-hmm.
been through so many different things than you. So, Adam Rutledge, our team leader, has been doing this for, I think, like 12 years. So
Mm-hmm.
that's, 12 years of knowledge we're getting on a daily basis. When you add into that all of our other agents, there's 14 people on our entire team. And so you're learning from them every day,
Mm-hmm.
something new, multiple things a day. And they really drive into you just to be consistent in what you're doing, focus on the basics, script practice, like Josh just talked about, like all of those things that we do. And we're held accountable for all of those, which keeps us all in check.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it's you know, one of those things where we always are learning from each other. I know for us, like, we show up every day and we start our day with training. Me and Jason have done a ton of different role play stuff together, a ton of different script stuff together. I think when you know what to say in a situation, you're always going to have more confidence. And for some people that maybe are just starting out in real estate, or, for people wondering, kind of what it takes to be good in real estate, it really starts with understanding what the market's doing and then having the wherewithal to explain that to people. There's a ton of people I've talked to that try to make it sound like real estate might be easy, but when you realize kind of all the different variables that go into it, it's not easy. Tell you guys right now, it's a grind. You're working basically 7 days a week, right? I
Hmm.
mean, when is the off time? Right, your phone rings at 8 p.m. on a weekday, 8 p.m. on a weekend. It doesn't really matter. You're always answering the phone. You're always talking to people, and then you're doing research. You're researching. You're having to stay current with what the market's doing. As you guys have seen over the last few months, the market's starting to shift a little bit,
Hmm.
right? Interest rates have gone up almost 3 points compared to where they were a few months ago. Everyone's scared. But, when it comes to doing something in real estate, whether you're buying or selling, from your guys' perspective, you want an agent or you want a team that understands what it's going to take to get the job done.
Definitely.
Ultimately, I think it's
Yeah.
important to have someone that knows what the market's doing and knows how you're going to win in that current market. Doesn't matter what it did 5 months ago. Doesn't matter what it's going to do in 5 months. It matters what it's doing right now. And you want agents to be current that have a good idea and that help you guys.
To make it happen.
To touch kind of on our journey and our process so far, uh, again, it's been about a year. There's been a ton of ups and downs, right? We've had some great days, some terrible days. What have you done so far in 2022? Your first full year that you're in it, 2022. What have you done as far as deals goes? How many deals have you closed, Jason?
So in my first year, I've done 12 sales total.
Mm,
I currently have 9 pending, which is incredible. I have 4 active listings, and I have about 12 in my pipeline that are ready to go in the next, 4 months,
damn.
um, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And it is, like you said, it's so many ups and downs, and there were so many times where I thought about quitting over the past year, but I surrounded myself with people that let me know that that's what happened and those things are normal. And so I pushed through, and I'm finally now feeling so much more confident than I was
one Hundred
a
percent.
year ago. How about you? What have you done?
Yeah. Well, that's impressive. I'm so My very first year that I got in was actually 2021. Was in it for about 6 months, roughly 5, 6 months. Closed one deal. Didn't have any idea what I was doing. I'm learning every day. I think the biggest thing is I show up every single day, like Jason does, and all of our other teammates. I'm in this full time. I'm always here. I'm always learning and trying to get better. I want to do a good job. We all do. I think that's the big thing. It goes back to culture. We care about doing a good job. We don't show up just for a paycheck. It's a business ultimately, but we show up to do a good job for our clients because we do care about our community. Uh, One deal in 2021, entered 2022. From January of 2022 till now, I've closed 12 deals. So I'm at 13 total so far. I have a few more that I got going right now, but I can't emphasize enough how important it's been for me to be around other people that have the experience, the knowledge, and the willingness to help us get better. I mean, it's been everything for me. I never once go, oh my gosh, I'm doing all this and I can't believe kind of where this is going. It's no, it's we're doing this. Our team's doing this. I got people pouring into me every single day. Guys like Jason, guys like Logan Odom, Matt Pride, new girls on our team who are crushing it. Dana Lauder, Autumn Reynolds has been with us forever. She is absolutely amazing. Starts at the top. Our leadership is great.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Rutledge, I mean, that guy is a guru. For most of you guys know him, but for those of you that don't, background in construction. His dad's a builder, been in the area forever here in Southern Oregon. Adam is extremely knowledgeable, and we're learning from him every single day and gaining more and more experience. It's really cool to be a part of. Um, so you've closed 12 deals in 2022, or so far, right? You've
Mm-hmm.
closed 12. You
So
have
far.
you have 9 more pending.
Mm-hmm.
You have multiple coming up. I can attest to that. Always got something on your board. What's your goal for 2022 overall?
My goal is just to continue crushing it. I want to make personally for myself $100,000 is what I want to make in this next year.
Mm,
So that's sort of the goal that I'm striving for, and I think I can do that.
okay, so you want to make 100 grand in 2022 total.
Total.
Okay. For those people that don't know how many deals that might be or what would have to happen, what do you think you would have to close in 2022 in order to hit the 100K mark or get close to it?
So I'm about halfway there, and we're about halfway through the year. So as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, if I can get another 12 done, then I should be golden. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely going more for that. And so for the remainder of the 2 year or remainder of the 6 months left in this year, I'm hoping to close at least 2 transactions a month, and then that'll put me where I want to be.
So that would be, if you close 12 more, that'd be about 24 deals
Yeah.
in 2022. I don't know about you guys, that's an impressive year. I can't speak for Jason, but I know my goal total for closed transactions in 2022 is 30. Uh, a little bit behind pace, but super close. We're about halfway through the year, looking to have a huge second half of the year. But we have similar goals in mind. It's again, it's important when you're around other people that have high aspirations and high goals. It only pushes you to do more yourself. And I'm showing up every day and having to compete against guys like this who are always like, going all out. Here from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day, and definitely working after hours too. It's inspiring. It's cool. It's motivating to be around that. 100K for your goal. What about family goal stuff? So, the money is nice. Obviously, if you do a good job in real estate, yes, it's lucrative. It's an awesome career. You're helping tons of families. But for your own goals for family stuff, what's been kind of your takeaways? Do you feel like you've had more time with your family working in real estate than maybe like another industry?
I definitely have more time with them than I did in my previous job. The time is just distributed a little bit differently. But when I started in this, I knew it was going to be a time-consuming process for at least a couple years until I
Mm-hmm.
got things built up. And so me and my family made this decision all together. We had, many chats, my wife and I, then we included the kids. I have two boys. And so it was really a family decision that we were all going to go in and we were all going to be all in. And they understood that, yeah, dad is going to work from 8 a.m. to whenever he has to at the end of the night, but there's a chance that he's going to have to take a call when we're at dinner, and there's a chance he's going to have to
Mm-hmm.
do open houses on the weekend, and he's going to work a couple weeks in a row without a day off. And so that's been super helpful in having everyone on board, just making sure that we can sort of balance it all, and that all of our goals are aligned in the for the future.
Yeah, I think you said it well there. Your time looks a lot different in this industry.
It
It's
does.
some days you feel like you have more, but you're sort of on call, right? Where
Yeah.
you may have a couple hours where you're kind of hanging out with your family or out to dinner, out doing something fun, and then your phone rings and you have a 20-minute conversation, right, with the seller, with the buyer, and it's like it's super fun to be a part of, but you're
Hmm.
you're you're really always kind of working in something like real estate. If you want to do a good job, for people that are interested in maybe getting into real estate or wondering what it takes to truly be a top producer, it takes being willing to do what most people don't want to do. And
Exactly.
that's working all the time, answering your phone all the time, being willing to sacrifice sometimes some family time in order to get a job done.
Yep.
But ultimately, I think aligning with your family is so important. I've
Yeah.
done the same thing with mine. I have, I'm married, and then I have a 15-month-old son, and he doesn't quite understand yet, but my wife gets it. And I
Yeah.
think it's super important, to come together with your family and just say, hey, this is what it's going to look like for a few years. It won't always look like this. When our business is built up to
Yeah.
the top, it might look a little different, but in order to get there, you got to be willing to do what others aren't willing to do, and that's constantly work. Um,
Exactly. And it's good to have check-ins. That's something that we do a lot is,
mm-hmm.
because they're not in the grind with me every day. So they're not seeing what I'm doing from, 8 to 6 when I get home. And so it's easy for them to sort of just feel like I'm always working and I'm never there. So we always have check-ins to kind of see, where we're at, what's going on, how close are we to our goals, do we need to adjust anything to make it work for everyone? So goals are something that you can always adjust. Don't feel like you have to stick to that one goal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just be comfortable needing to change those if you have to.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think having a common goal together too of like, hey, this is what we want to do for our family so we can create the life that we want to live, is so important. And checking in with your significant other or your kids or whatever point you're in your life, being able to check in with those around you and make sure that they're on the same page and they really get why you're doing what you're doing, I think is super important. um, Outside of that, we look forward to making more content. We're going to keep producing stuff for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this and took some value from this. If you ever have questions for us, we would absolutely love to answer those. You can reach out to anyone on our team. But me personally, you guys have my stuff. Jason, I'm going to let him plug all of his info for you guys to ever reach out to him. Awesome agent. Jason, give him your stuff. Give him your Instagram, email, that kind of stuff.
Instagram is Jason D Nelson. Phone number is 541-324-8412. Always happy to chat. Text, call anytime.
Hey, we appreciate you guys. Until next time.